Joao, Daniel, thank you so much for joining us here at Fund Forum International 2017. We've already heard lots of conversations and discussions on panels this morning about tech. It seems to be a perennial now, but especially in 2017. How is this industry embracing technology? Are they doing it fully and with commitment?
Well, I can say that, yeah, in my case I work for Spain and Portugal regions, and the technologies, we are still in a learning process, at least in that kind of technology that eShare we develop. So everybody knows that it's important, but it's necessary to do a lot of work, to go deeper, to let companies and people know that there is a solution, our kind of solutions that can help them. So the technology is there, everybody is open to use technology, but of course, it's a long process and we need to continue to work and develop the market, in our case at least.
And Daniel, this is something that investors and customers expect really now.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is to answer your question, it is something that is being adopted, and it will be adopted to, I would say, a full degree. But it's always a question of how high is the pressure in order to implement new things. If we're taking into consideration the region that I'm representing is the DACH region, where we have Deutsche Bank, where we have Volkswagen, the general topics that you know, it doesn't matter where you're located on the globe. So they did not have on the roadmap any fintech or governance improvements prior to that public, I would say, bomb that exploded. So now they are under pressure. And we can see that from all the other industries, where they try to avoid falling into a situation like that and then to implement counter-measurement systems against it. So the approach is to be prepared.
So using tech, going forward, where is it most useful? Is it in a practical way for meetings, etc., or is it purely data? Where is tech sort of most useful?
I would estimate the main priority is on managing and distributing data. While the source can be different, we have fund regulations, we have local regulatories, that you need to pass the informations through, and normally that is our focus, is you pass those informations, regulations, decisions in the area of where people are sitting together talking about the strategy, and that is mainly in board meetings. So in these areas, in this small group of people, they need to have a huge amount of information, transparency across the entire line, and therefore we have the focus on supporting the meeting content, the meeting management with our portfolio.
And at a deeper level, where is tech really going to have an impact and change things in a sort of longer lasting sense, if you like, do you think?
Well, I have to say, it's more or less like Daniel was saying, at least in my case, and I had to insist that I'm working for maybe for different reasons, and we are a little bit far from the center of the decision, but the problems are exactly the same. So the tech, it's important, the level is exactly the same. Like Daniel was saying, we are starting on the board level, but yeah, we can go deeper and continue to go lower, exactly like you were saying.
And how willing is the business and the industry to embrace it?
It's the business overall, they are very interested in all the new technology hypes, but then you have to prove that you are able to offer exactly what the client or the prospect is needing. So depending on the business where you have many investors and stakeholders included, down to the educational, healthcare sector, while they do have meetings as well. So it's really depending on from which angle you're looking into a problem. While the main problem is always, we need more transparency, we need more communication, and the duties and the flood of information that I would say, company leaders and people who are steering companies and business units are confronted with is getting higher and higher and higher, and you need something that channels the information, and that is where eShare steps into the game.
And this is because generally the consumer is becoming more demanding, and companies have to be more customer centric.
Yes, I mean, if we take the law under consideration, in many countries here in Central Europe we have laws existing since 2 years where stakeholders need to have the ability to vote online, and these requirements are constantly, how do you say that in English? There are constantly more requirements added to that in order to provide a secure and transparent environment.
I would like to add one thing. Well, I think we all know that in Spain we have a lot of corruption cases. Everybody knows about that. That's why it's so important to have technology that can help the companies to be more transparent, to be more in compliance with the law. Every day in Spain, or every month in Spain, we have different laws to try to be more transparency, to be the companies more transparent. And that's why we have some good opportunities there, because
tech can provide those safeguards, if you like.
Exactly. The technology can help the companies to be more transparency. That's the idea, I think.
There's 1,400 people here from the asset management industry. It's a fantastic opportunity to have some interesting conversations. What do you hope to glean, if you like, from the conference?
We know nearly, I would say we know the majority of companies as well as the guys who are representing the company. So what I personally do look for is to strengthen, is that the right word in English? To strengthen the communication and the relationship I already had. Because if we're talking about governance and transparency mechanisms, fintech, technology overall, there are so many individuals involved into a final decision and so many checkboxes that you have to tick. So my main aim is to widen out the relationship in order to get more approval and to be faster in regards of this is what we do, this is what you need, and this is how it can help you.
You can make all those connections under one roof here, can't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a small family. We have many events attended in Luxembourg, and so we know the majority. It's like being in my home country, but still having the feeling I'm abroad.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your insights
Thanks
today.
for having us.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.